Okay, ma'am, is my screen visible to you now?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay, then it is, I think, shared. So let's move to our today's session. Let me open the part one question and then we will move to our part two and three practice.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, let me check for which topic we were doing yesterday. Okay, yesterday we were doing plant topic and for part one, and we have completed its practice. Let's see what is the next topic, and we usually select topic from this book which seems sometimes difficult or might we lack ideas. So I think exciting activities. Can you ask question related to this topic? Answers are there in this book, so I will open one by one answers. If you would like to answer first, then you can answer first. If you would like to take my test first, then it is also okay.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Okay, you can start now. The topic
Topic number
exciting
21 topic or 20?
21 topic.
Okay. Have you
20,
ever tried
topic 20
have
is all done. Yes, you can
okay,
continue.
okay. Have you ever tried any exciting activities?
Yes, in the past, I tried one activity in which I need to make a flower with tissue paper, and I learned that activity from one of my friend. Before that, I was not familiar with this process, but when I tried, it was really amazing experience for me, and the flower would seems like unreal after making within tissue paper, and no one was believing that it was made with tissue papers. Let me open next question. Can you move to the next question now?
What do you think were exciting activities when you were a child?
Sorry, can you say the question again? I was not able to catch it.
What do you think were exciting activities when you were a child?
For me, indoor activities were the most enjoyable activities. Sometimes I used to play hide and seek game, which I enjoyed a lot of the time, and I always played with my friends. And this was one of the most fascinating activity for me, which I have tried many times when I was child. Then when I finish the answer, you can move to the next question.
Has anything exciting happened to you recently?
Not yet, because I'm not trying any other activities beyond my study. So you can say there's nothing unusual happened with me in the last few months.
Okay. Ma'am, I also want to answer this question.
Sorry, ma'am. Ma'am, can you say it again?
I also want
Ma'am, I have opened the next question. Can you ask it? And what was your question? I was not able to catch it. Can you say it again? Ma'am, if you're saying something, your mic is muted.
Ma'am, I also want to answer this question.
Yes, ma'am. You can answer the same question. There's one question left for part one. Can you finish it before I move to your practice?
Okay. Would you like to try? Would you like to try scuba, scuba diving and bungee jumping?
Um, for me, it is the activity which I'm hearing first time. So you can say I don't know about anything, and I did not try it because I am new to these activities. By the way, what are these activities? I don't know. I think we need to search about it. Do you know what is scuba diving?
Uh, Diving aeroplane, say, or bungee jumping? No, but scuba diving, I've seen videos, never tried.
Can you explain it? What involves in it? If you have a basic idea, can you explain it?
उर्दू में कर दूं?
Yes, ma'am.
इंग्लिश में नहीं कर सकती मैं क्या?
All right, it is okay. I'm now moving to your side and asking the part one question, and then we will move to part two and part three. So let's talk about exciting activities. Have you ever tried any exciting activities?
Yes, I nowadays I am doing a course code in place from Stanford University. It's online, and this is new thing for me and exciting.
All right. I forgot to take feedback because I jumped to your session. Do you have any? Do you have any feedback for my practice?
No, it's all right. Good.
Can you say about my pronunciation and what about fluency?
No, ma'am, it's good. All good.
All right. Okay. The one thing I noticed one grammatical mistake you said. It is online. I think Stanford Code in Place has been activity which you already done in the past. So you need to say it was an online activity instead of it is.
Okay.
What do you think?
I okay.
Okay? What do you think were exciting activities when you were a child?
When I am a child, I I have I have lots of exciting activities like playing with friends in the streets and hide and seek, jumping, and these are very exciting for me.
Has anything exciting happened to you recently?
Yes, unfortunately, my university has announced their exams. This was exciting. Happened. This is exciting for me, and also
Alright, your voice was not clear when you answered question 3.
my, my university has announced the exams for the final exams. I am not ready for this, and this is it happened to me recently.
Alright. Would you like to try scuba diving and bungee jumping?
Yes, I I am interested in this very much. Scuba diving and bungee jumping. I have seen this in many videos. I would like to try. Must.
Alright. Okay. Overall, I would say one thing in terms of if we talk about one by one marking criteria, let me talk about first fluency and coherence. You need to work on it a little bit. As a beginner, it was okay, but to score good, you need to work on it. Sometimes you took pauses to describe next ideas. I don't know, it was due to lacking ideas, or are you thinking about the right word, like in terms of grammars? So if it is due to ideas, then it will be not much issue compared to those if you are thinking about right word or any grammars, because if you are taking pauses, and pauses should not be longer, this is what mentioned in marking criteria, either it is for grammatical range, because sometimes we're taking pauses because we don't know what is the next verse going to come and what will be the right word. Like if we're talking about present, we're thinking about grammar. So this is one thing. Apart from that, regarding pronunciation, I don't know, there was your background issue. Your voice was sometimes not clear. Pronunciation, if there is no background noise, I think your pronunciation will not be much issue. And one thing in terms of grammatical, in terms of lexical resource, it is better to come up with different words like exciting activities. You can say enjoying activities, interesting things to do. I think there are many things, many synonyms. Do you have any other in your mind? We can uh, use that and we can review those answers. Usually, after giving the answers, we what we do, we usually read those answers and then try to see which words are related to this thing. I think y- if we talk about plants topic which we have discussed yesterday, there are words which everyone can use, but if we discuss this topic, it means uh, every people exciting activity will be different from one person to another person. Like I talk about different things, you talk about Stanford Accord in place. But let's see what are the words which we can still use. Thrilling opportunity. Yes, this is the synonyms. Instead of repeating again the same word, exciting activities, we can say thrilling opportunities, thrilling chance. We can use enjoyable opportunity. We can mix all these three words to go river rafting in the northern area, and it was, I think, exhilarating experience that truly tested my limits. Okay, this is the phrase we can also use. Truly tested my limits, like we work on beyond that. What do you think were exciting activities when you were a child? Can you read this question? Answer.
Okay, ma'am. As a child, one of the most exciting activities for me visiting the amusement park where the vibrant rides and games filled with me with joy and wonder.
Okay, joy and wonder. I think we can, these words we can use vibrant rice. I think we can describe about vibrant games, anything which we're talking. But as I mentioned, these activities will differ from one person to another person. So this there will be not much relevant, but nothing particularly exciting has happened recently as I have been focused on preparing for my exam over the past 2 months. This period of study has left little room. Okay. Okay, we can say adventure is the word which we can use here. One is thrilling opportunity, exciting activity, adventure in my life. I have a great desire to experience both scuba diving and bungee jumping as I thoroughly enjoy adrenaline rush that comes with engaging in such adventurous activities. And we can use adventurous activities word also here. So I think these answers are varying from person to person, so they are not specific words, but we can find one word related to exciting activities, which is adventurous activities, thrilling opportunities. We can say thrilling, adventurous opportunity, like thrilling activity, um, enjoyable activity. We enjoyed it. So these are the certain words we can use to rephrase the word exciting activities, because we need to sometimes use some synonyms to show we have relevant to this topic. So let's move to the part 2 and part 3. Do you have idea related to part 2 and part 3?
Yes, ma'am, I will.
Okay, it means to have basic idea, so we can uh, directly jump to our practice session. Would you like to give answer for part 2 first, or would you like to be an examiner for me first?
For you.
All right. Okay, then I can go first if you want. So let's see certain topics we have done. I think this is the topic we already practiced. We are just practicing certain topics in which we lack might be ideas when these topics will occur in the future. I think this will be an easy topic. Like we can describe about anything, any item, even if it is a mobile device. It wouldn't be difficult. How about this topic? I think it would be a new topic for us. Okay,
Yes, ma'am, it's okay.
yeah, because previous one are very easy. Like we can describe about phone calls. Like we are easy to talk about um item we lost, because even we can talk about mobile phone, and we can discuss things how it is important because we use it every day and we have a lot of ideas. If we take the cell phone as a lost device, and we can say how it is important for us, how much it has importance for us, like we do a lot of things on it. Let's talk about this topic. It will be something different. Can you start a 1 minute timer for me to make notes? Ma'am, can you set a 1 minute timer? And when it will up, let me know so that I can start speaking.
Okay. Ma'am, you can start.
My 1 minute is up.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I'm going to talk about my one meal which I like the most, and but I did not eat it multiple times. In the last year, when I dine out at restaurant with my family, we ordered butter chicken, sauteed chicken curry, butter chicken curry, and it was not our first experience to taste this. We have already made this dish many times at our home, so this is one which was liked by my all of the family members. So that is the reason we preferred in that restaurant, and some of my friends recommended me that their taste of this dish at that hotel is very good. We all need to try it. It was not a special meal which we taken outside. We
Ma'am,
have,
time.
sorry, ma'am.
Time. Okay, time. 1 minute.
Okay, I think you need to say 1 minute timer up when I need to make notes. So that's why I was thinking why my 1 minute timer is up. I need to speak for 1 to 2 minutes, and 1 minute is preparation time, and speaking time is 1 to 2 minutes.
Okay, ma'am.
I think I can restart it. You can 1 minute is preparation time, and 2 minute 1 to 2 minute is speaking time. So you can start 2 minute timer. I'm going to answer this question again, and when 2 minutes will up, you can let me know.
Okay, ma'am. Sorry.
Okay, then I'm going to. Can I start?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to talk about the conventional food, which name is chicken curry, and this is one of the dish which is very common in my country and served in different traditional festivals and events. I didn't eat this dish at one conventional ceremony, but I dine out at restaurants with my friend, so where I tried this dish first time. Before that, I did not eat such kind of dish outside. However, my mother made a similar dish at home. It was also tasty, but the taste of food which I ate in that hotel was not similar to one which I ate at my home. The taste and flavor both are very good, and they have some sweet taste in this dish because I think they have some addition of sugar. We need certain ingredients to make this dish. For example, we need butter, then cream, as well as some milk, some black peppers, like spice such as black peppers, red peppers, and we need boneless chicken. Many people do not make this dish in my hometown because it is not the one which is easy to make. So that's the reason most of them try to eat outside. I would say it was a very flavory dish which I haven't eaten before. So that is the reason I still remembered it. And apart from that, I also ate this food
Time.
in during
Time,
my.
ma'am.
All right. So, can you move to now follow-up question for part 3?
Yes, ma'am.
I have opened first question and you can ask me.
Is it bad behavior for people to look at their phones during a meal?
Sorry, can you say the question again?
Is it bad behavior for people to look at their phones during a meal?
Of course, yes, because we need to focus on what we are eating instead of looking again and again on our phones, like what is happening there. When we are sitting with family members at dining table, we should focus to the food instead of talking with others as well on mobile phone. I have noticed many people even do not respond to any queries if they are asked while um, sitting at the table. I think this is not a good behavior and habit, which many people nowadays are adopting it. We always need to avoid it, and even it can sometimes lead to different conflicts when we do not respond to people who are sitting with us together. Ma'am, you can move to the next question now.
Why do people like why do people like to have big meals at tradition festival or big events?
They want to. I think there are a couple of reasons. They have large foods and meals on their festivals such as Eid. In that event, many family members are visiting each other whom they have not visited before. That is the reason people are cooking a variety of dishes to serve them, and every person has a different taste and favorite dish, so they need to cook a variety of them and then serve to everyone to fulfill their uh, desire to eat specific dish. Apart from that, to avail a huge number of people, uh, usually big foods are served. I think this is another reason, but these are not just few reasons. These can be many, but it varies from one area to another.
Do most people prefer vegetables bought from the supermarket or grown at home?
If I talk about countryside, most of the people grow all of the fruits and vegetable at their home because they have enough space. However, this is not the case in cities, as they do not have enough gardens to grow a variety of fruits and vegetable for them. So that is the reason they prefer to buy from supermarkets, which are available near their homes. But there is a major disadvantage of that foods which we buy from stores, as they are not freshly produced, and sometimes they are rotten. So their tastes are also not good, as because people in the cities provide different chemicals which destroy their flavor. If I talk about fruits which are grown in countryside, they are freshly produced, and they are free from pests because they are providing proper care to them, and they also provide clean water. So that is a reason many people in rural area prefer to eat foods which have been grown at their homes.
What plants can people grow in cities?
Uh, they do not have enough space to grow big trees, but they can um, have a few flowers such as red rose, jasmine, because they do not need enough space. Many people have balconies where they can keep their mud pots and can provide a proper care, uh, such as giving water regularly, beside having moist soil. This is not possible for those people who do not have enough space even for living, but those people whose homes are spacious and have gardens, they can even cultivate more varieties, and this wouldn't be issue for them.
Do people in your country grow plants at home?
Yes, it is very common practice among different people, and everyone would like to add greenery in their living space. So that is the reason they are growing variety of plants and providing proper care every day. Sometimes we need to prune certain leaves in order to make them shorter. If they grow enough, then we can't have enough space for large trees. These are not the only practices which are adopted in our homes. Apart from that, many people do not like to grow homes. They think that they don't like to have green space. Instead of that, they would love to have artificial plants in their living spaces. I think this is the last question.
Yes,
Can you
ma'am.
provide me feedback?
Ma'am, good. Ma'am, flavor word. Can you repeat?
Ma'am, can you, what are you saying? I was not able to hear you after the vocabulary.
Flavor word. How to pronounce it?
Ma'am, can you say your, I think,
Flavor, flavor word. How to pronounce it?
the pronunciation was wrong.
No, ma'am. I was just asking. I am just asking.
We can,
Pronunci- Pronunciation of flavor word.
okay, ma'am, a call for prayer was going on, so that's why I muted my. I think you were asking about the pronunciation of flavor word. In my opinion, it is flavor, but we can verify from the internet if you think it is not right.
Okay, ma'am.
In my opinion, it is flavor. Okay, do you have any feedback?
Yes, ma'am. It's all good.
Do you notice flavors like as?
No, ma'am.
And would you like to give the answer of this question, or we can go through with vocab?
We can go through. What about?
Ma'am, I am saying, would you like to answer this part, or should I read the answers to find words?
You, you can do.
Let's see what words we can use in this topic, because I found sometimes difficulty to speak on this topic as I haven't spoken on it before. So let's see what they describe and what they considered and how they described in and what words they have used in and this answer. So one is one of my favorite foods. So let's read one of my favorite foods associated with traditional festivals in my country is biryani. Okay, they describe about biryani, a fragrant. Okay, we can describe about smell because it has and flavorful rice dish. I particularly enjoy it during Eid a significant celebration that marks the end of Ramadan. So they are using this food like biryani, and they're describing about in the context of Eid, because in the question they ask, describe your favorite food at a traditional festival or a special event in your country. So let's see, one of my favorite foods associated with traditional festivals in my country is biryani, but it varies from one person to another person, and which we and what type of food we are going to choose it. A fragrant is the word which we can describe, because certain meals or foods have smell when we cook them. So we can say it has a fragrant, flavorful rice dish, a particularly enjoy, and what even they do eat a significant celebration. And when it is happened, they describe at the end of Ramadan, like when the fast month is ended, this event is celebrated. It's typically made by layering. Okay, we have a layering concept, marinated meat. Let me. Okay, they're describing about layering, because we need to put the marinated meat. We can say salted meat or salted chicken while layering the rice, because we are layering, why they are saying we are layering the marinated meat, because we are uh, giving in between certain boiled rice, and then we are putting certain salted chicken, and then we again uh, provide another layer of boiled rice and then put. So we can describe this word layering marinated meat in this language, such as chicken or mutton. So it depends on which type of meat we are using, like either chicken or mutton, so we can say anyone. And then partially cooked basmati rice. Okay, they are describing about the type of rice, as well as uh, they're cooking, like these rice are not boiled um, fully. We usually do half, we do halfly we boil them, so they said partially. And then slow cooking. Okay, what the word we can use when we say like we are putting in low flame, so we can say that slow cooking, because when we after layering them, when we put on a stove, we need to provide low medium, so we can say that it is a slow cooking process after layering them. Then mixture with an array of aromatic spices, including saffron, cardamom cloves. I think we can say what these spices are called in our native language. We can search on it after the session, and we can see ourselves. Okay, they describe certain spices, and then let's see. Initially, they describe what involves, like what type of ingredients are involved, and how each different uh, part is cooked. For example, layering marinated meat. I think they started from uh, the top of the process. Preparation of biryani is elaborate process that requires time and patience. Okay, we need to, if we are talking about any food which requires long time, we can talk about patience word in that context. Marinated meat. I think instead of saying marinated meat again and again, we can say salted chicken. Is cooked until tender. Anyone who would like to describe the word tender here?
Juicy.
Okay, they are saying if I say the word, it's the not juices, they cook until it comes to eatable condition, like it becomes soft. Because when the chicken is soft, we can eat that. So you can say that any food which is easy to cut or like not tough, so it becomes soft. Combine with the rice to allow the flavors to melt together. Some words are totally new. Anyone who would like to describe the word melt here?
Mix.
Yes, exactly. We need to mix together beautifully. And this is when we talk about the layering process. They just named one process, but here they are providing more description for that process. Like we need to mix flavors and we need to bring together like both chicken, prepared chicken. We can say as well prepared chicken with partially boiled rice. The dish is often accompanied by raita. I think this is a yogurt based side. I think the word should be yogurt based salad. Do you think yogurt based side is a good word to describe?
No, ma'am. Base.
We can say yogurt based salad as well. Refreshing contrast to the richness of the biryani. So they just describe about, we can just say we are served with yogurt with salad as well. What I love most about in biryani is its rich taste and the way it brings people together during festivities. So this is also the word. The fragrant aroma wafting through the air during Eid creates a sense of warmth and anticipation. Anticipation. Okay, anticipation means prediction. Like when smell is moving in the air, or we are finding fragrant in the air, we can predict that this dish is in the cooking stage. Making every bite. Okay, bite is the word we can describe here. Even more enjoyable. Even more enjoyable, sharing biryani with family and friends is just not about itself, but also about celebrating our cultural heritage and creating a cherished memories. So let's see what is in the words. So we find out some words like I think traditional festival favorite food, meals, taste, flavor, fragrant, rich taste. These are the words which can be used in this word, but there are certain words which are specifically related to this dish. Let's see what words are available in follow persons. During a meal is often perceived as a bad behavior as it detracts from the social interaction that meals are meant to promote. When individuals focus on their devices, it can create a feeling of left among others at the table. Okay, we can talk about table or dining table. Meal times. Okay, meal times is another word we can use in this context. Ideal be cherished moments for families and friends to connect, share stories, and enjoy each other company without distractions. People tend to enjoy large meals during large meals. During festivals and significant events because such gatherings serve as a means of celebration and communal bonding. Food plays a pivotal role in making special occasions, okay, events, occasions, celebrations. These are the word because they are talking about a food at specific festival. So we can say event, occasions, celebration. These are the words which can also use in the context of traditional festivals. Sometimes this question is also asked in the exam. Food plays often featuring traditional dishes is another word which we can use apart from meals, foods, if we want to show range of vocabulary that carry cultural significance. For instance, okay, we can talk about cultural significance while talking about traditional event. For instance, during Diwali in Pakistan, families prepare elaborate feasts that not only symbolize the festival joy but also strengthen familial and social ties. Many individuals have a preference for vegetable grown at home because they are fresher. Okay, we can say they are fresher and superior flavor. Home cultivation is another word which we can use in this context. also provides greater control over the use of pesticides and uh, pesticides and chemicals contributed to healthier produce is another word we can use in the context of food for those lacking the time or space for gardening. Purchasing vegetables from supermarkets remains a practical and convenient option. In urban environments, we can describe about this word as well. Individuals often grow plants that require minimal space when we're describing about cities, like they don't have space. As are well suited to city conditions, popular choices include herbs like, we can talk about herbs, basil and mint. Mint is the word. Compact vegetables such as cherry tomatoes and indoor plants like spider plants that thrive in a limited sunlight container. Container gardening is another word. These are also the name which we use indoor plants. We can describe about some of them. Especially favored as it allows people to creativity utilize available space while cultivating. Cultivating is the word. I think greenery. Yes, many individuals in my country engage in home gardening, which is increasingly popular as people seek fresh produce. We highlighted fresh produce word previously. And connection to nature, urban gardening, we can use the word, has gained traction, enabling city dwellers to enjoy the benefits of homegrown vegetables and herbs. Commonly grown plants include various herbs, small vegetables, and decorative indoor plants contributed to a greener living environment. So, greener living environment we can use. I think we learned some new words. Let's see. Home gardening. Home gardening is another word. Greener living environment. We can use container gardening when we are talking about growing plants in our home. It requires minimal space in city urban environments. So we can use container gardening because it do not require much space. And what type of plants, like we can use the word indoor plants when we are talking about something which we are growing at our home. So why they ask about preference from supermarket or grown at home. So vegetables grown at home are fresher and they have superior flavor compared to those we buy from the shops. Home cultivation is another word we can use when we talk about grow, because we need to use some time of different words. Also provides greater control over the use of pesticides and chemicals contributed to healthier produce, because we can care them. We don't need too much chemicals and pesticides compared to those which are grown in different fields. Gardening. This is another verse. So let's see what other words. Communal bonding. I think this is the topic which we are describing about during dining table. Cultural significance, large meals, gathering. Traditional dishes. It's another word which we can use. Meal times, table, meal. I think these are the words we can use in this context. And what other words we learn? Traditional festivals, favorite food, fragrant, flavorful rice dish. Ramadan, lading marinated meat, chicken or mutton, partially cooked rice. Slow cooking, mixture, aromatic spices. These are the name of spice. Preparation, elaborate process, time and patience, tender flavors to melt together beautifully. I think beautifully is not the word we need to use. Yogurt based side, raita. I think they are describing this word, so that's why they are saying yogurt based side. Rich taste, aroma, festivity, sense of warmth, anticipation, bite. We have learned a lot of words. I think we need to go through different words every day, which we highlight so that we can learn those words. So just memorizing is not the approach. We need to use it in every day so that we can use rightly in the real exam. Otherwise, it is not recommended to use newly learned words without using in real life. If you have not used any newly learned word in your daily conversations, then it is not recommended to use it in the real exam, because there are more chances we could pronounce it incorrectly, or we not use appropriately. So this is I think our time is ended. Let's end the session because there is a time for the next session. Thank you, Ma'am Ikra, for your contribution and conducting my practice test. I hope so you learn something new in this today's session.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome.